Now, let's talk about class participation marks. In this class, it's worth how much? 15%. Now, what that doesn't mean is if you say something 15 times, you max out and get 15 out of 15. Here's what happens. There are people in this class right now that have earned 17, 18, 19 marks. What do I do? Give them 15 out of 15? No. Got a sliding scale. I put it on a little Excel spreadsheet chart, right? From highest to lowest. And the people who get, say there's 2 people with 19, 1 person with 18, and a couple people with 16. Those 2 people with 19 and the one with 18, I'll give them A+, which might be, say, 14 out of 15. Then the next person down will get A, which would be, say, I don't know, 13.1 out of 50 or something like that. And then I'll do it that way down to, say, around 7 or 8 out of 15. Nobody's going to get below 6 out of 15 because even if you just came and showed up, you know. So what that does is it kind of gives people a little bit of leeway who didn't contribute very much because they're not going to fail class participation marks if they attended regularly. You don't get marks for coming to class. When I take attendance, you don't get marks for that. I just want to know who's here and who's dropped the course and other things like that. Now, we still have several weeks to go. And you can send me emails every single day if you wanted to. Now, if they're about frivolous stuff and they're kind of not disconnected, I don't give you 2 marks for each one. But if you make some comments on YouTube and then send an email one day and it's several sentences long about a newspaper story, you might get 2 marks just for that one email. And then the next one another day and so on, that's another 2 marks. And the next one another day, that's another 2 marks. When people are talking in class, each time somebody says something of some duration, not just 6 words, I usually give them a full mark. If they go on at some length and make a very good point that adds to the lecture and other people feed off, they might get 2 marks for saying one thing in class. But usually it's just 1 mark per thing that they said, right? So if a person spoke an average of 2 to 3 times every class, by the end of 5 classes, you've come pretty close to maxing out your class participation marks. But you live in a competitive environment. That's an important thing to understand. And there's some people who talk every class and also send in emails and also made some comments on the YouTube. So, again, I will post an updated PDF tomorrow so you'll know where, and you can see the rest of the class also. And I'm going to take the student numbers and not put them by alphabetical order, I'll put them by numerical order. So you have to read through it and figure out which one is your student number. So for privacy issues, you won't be able to know that Eric's at the top of the list by his alphabet and what his class participation marks are. Okay? So again, I'm going to continue this. Now, class participation marks earned in the 4th week in March are not as valuable as those earned in the 1st and 2nd week in March. What I mean by that is if you send me 5 emails on March 30th, I might just give you 1 or 2 marks compared to an email 1st week in March, an email 2nd week in March, email 3rd week in March. You understand? Those are more valuable because it's not all done at the last minute just to try to fake me out. And I'm just like Google. I don't like to be faked out. Any questions you want to ask about class participation marks or how you earn them or anything like that? If you're making comments on YouTube and you find out that YouTube doesn't allow the comment to be shown, sometimes that's because you didn't click on reload or refresh. And if it doesn't still accept it, then all you can do is just send me a regular email saying, this is what I wanted to comment on, and I'll treat that as a YouTube comment. Okay? Thank you.